my people, hello and hello and welcome back to another video. So I'm doing the video in my bedroom today because the kids have taken over the living room. Okay, I don't have anywhere to do my video but in my bedroom. So welcome to my bedroom. So as usual, my lip is dry. I need to do better. Okay, I need to do better. In today's video, we're going to talk about it today, okay, guys? We're going to talk about it, okay? The it in the room, the it everywhere. We're going to talk about it. I am so tired of hearing people call locks ugly. I'm so tired of seeing videos on TikTok, mainly on TikTok, with girls and waking up bawling that their locks are ugly. I'm just tired of hearing it. So no, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I said I was gonna do this video, but we gotta talk about it. Okay? Alright. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, okay? We're gonna talk about where did this come from? Why are we addressing ourselves as ugly? Especially our beautiful hair, whether it's locks or it could be just, you know, loose natural. Where are we getting this from? Because if you notice, they only call our hair type ugly. Deep breath. No, that wasn't deep breath. Deep breath. Out. Anyway, let's get into the video. So I realized that people sometimes do not have the knowledge of Black people, and not just, you know, people that are not from our descent, but other people. Like sometimes even ourselves are not aware. We're not aware of our surroundings. You know, we're not understanding the culture. We're not getting it, and so we hop on this follow trend. And I really do believe that some of us don't mean to call our hair ugly. We don't mean to wake up and cry and say, oh my goodness, my locks is ugly, or my hair is ugly, or I am ugly. Because this video is not just about hair. It's just overall about, you know, the stuff that we say to ourselves out of our mouth. You know what I mean? So when I was doing my research, I did realize something, that people don't have the knowledge. They don't understand. They don't know. So a big thing is the cultural bias and racism is big. It's huge. Okay, and it's huge from a long time ago, beyond my days, beyond your days. Okay, as well as many people still carry a certain beauty standards where straight loose hair is seen as the norm. And I mean, I used to wear long hair. I used to wear Chinese hair. I used to wear curly hair that's not my own hair. So these things are things that I used to do. I used to think it was normal to wear these type of hair. I used to think that, okay, I'm okay getting up every day and wearing a wig on my head, right? So locks are deeply rooted in Black, African, and African Caribbean cultures. And some people just wrongly view them through a lens of discrimination or misunderstanding. Some people just don't understand. Another thing that I noticed a lot of in these days, especially with social media being so big now and huge, you know, is media stereotypes. And a lot of times locks are often, you know, misrepresented in movies, that could be in the media. And, you know, people look at locks as being dirty, you know, unkept, or, you know, somehow associated with rebellion or crime, believe it or not. I mean, there are a lot of stories out there that you see, I see, where, you know, one was the young man who was put out of his high school because he had locks. And I guess he had to wear the locks to a certain length and whatever. Well, let me rephrase that. I guess in that particular school, you can only wear your hair as a young man at a certain length, and his was getting too long, and so his mom had to take him out to school, and that caused a lot of issues. Okay, that's not the only story that I see. There's a lot of stories out there. Okay, there's stories of people who went to work with their hair a certain way, and people are making judgment of their locks. Okay, that can be in the corporate world, depending on what type of job that you do. But these things are coming from way back, okay, when it comes to locks. So you see why now that it's more broader now because of, you know, I know social media have something to do with it, as well as more people are I think more of us black people are now accepting ourselves and doing what we want to do regardless of what we think people are going to say, right? And that's actually a good thing. Even if you try locks and cut your hair off, I really do like the fact that people are trying locks. It's not just about locks either. Even if you choose to go natural, even if you went from wearing wigs and long hair to go natural, I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I mean, that's why I'm not just basing this video just off of locks itself. I'm basing it off us black people and us want to wear our natural hair, our natural beauty just as we are. Okay, so next is the lock of knowledge. And we already know a lot of people think that, you know, we don't wash our locks, or we don't groom our locks, or we just don't take care of our hair, okay, because of the way it is. And there's many different names out there: nappy, dirty, unkept, again, doesn't look right, it's ugly. There's a lot of names, and it's just, it's not right, and it's not true. Locks require regular maintenance, okay, and can be styled in clean, professional, elegant, okay, or edgy ways, just like any other hairstyle. And I'm actually inserting some pictures here so you guys can see what I'm saying. Like, you know, locks are, as I said before in my last video, locks are unique. There's nothing compared to locks, absolutely nothing. Okay guys, so next for me is just personal preference or personal taste. You know, some people just don't like the look of locks. They just don't like the way locks look, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean that you have to call it ugly because you don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I don't have a problem with a woman wearing a wig or wearing, you know, any type of hair. I don't have any issues with nobody wearing anything. I think that is just a personal preference. And if you choose to wear locks, somebody shouldn't look at you and tell your hair is ugly. I actually think that's a disrespect. It is a disrespect. Now, it's kind of the same way where some people don't like bangs or mullets. Is that what you call it? Mullets. Or some people don't like to cut their hair off or to wear a bald head. And some people see a woman with a bald head and they're like, oh, that's ugly. No, it's not. It's the most beautiful thing. When you see a woman with cut their hair off and they have a bald head, there's something about it that just makes a woman look beautiful. And that's just me. That's just me, because I see, from my lens, I see beauty in different ways, not just one way. I see beauty different shapes, size, everything. While in someone else, you know, in their eyes, they're seeing beauty as just a laid back hair or something that looks like Chinese hair, or if it's not, you know, groomed a certain way, it's not beautiful. And that's not true at all. It's not in my opinion, at least. It's not. When people call locks ugly, it often just reveals some type of prejudice or, you know, a narrow view of beauty, right? Not a real issue with the style itself. Because we know locks are very powerful, it's personal, and it's beautiful for many people around the world. So I wanted to talk about this video not on just the basis, but I wanted to go beyond that, right? And right now we cannot take stuff too personal, you know. So if someone addressed me now, I simply tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's what I tell them. I said, subscribe to my YouTube channel and I can help you out. Or if you need to start your locks, give me a call. I can help you out, because I get the questions. I understand the need for many questions and wanting to know. And that's why I keep doing YouTube about locks, because I see, and the more I see more people and the more people say things to me, is the more I get it now. People just do not have the knowledge. That's what this video is about, knowledge of locks. Yes. And it doesn't matter how many videos are out there. It could be 20,000 video out there. Some people not watching 20,000 video. They're not seeing half of the video sometimes, especially people that are not on social media a lot. So my goal is to encourage you, okay, to keep going. If you are watching and you're thinking about it, start your journey. See what happens. Because as I said all the time, you're not going to know unless you start. Okay, but don't let people weigh you down. Okay, and where we at now as black people, this is where we at, and we have to not accept it, but at the same time we have to educate people who don't understand it. Okay. I'm gonna always say this in all of my videos. When you accept yourself for who you are, nothing is ugly about you. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You would love your nose. You would love your eyes. You would love your mouth. You would love your whole body. You would love your nappy hair, right? Every part of you. Doesn't matter what people say. Once you accept you for who you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't faze you because you know who you are. So that wraps up today's video, guys. I hope it helps somebody who is trying to decide. And who already have locks, because people who have locks are going through it. Yeah. I know some people have it terrible bad than others. So yeah. So I hope this helps somebody today. If you have questions, please comment down below. I will see you in the next video. See you. Bye. Bye. Bye.